and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Dawn here. So we're back with the subscription box and we're using number 6. This was a little freebie, so I'm not doing these videos in order at all, but yeah, we're just so I thought of just choosing as we go, and then as I play with them I'll put them away because I like to use my stuff as I get it. So I have a pile of stuff that's brand new, and I at least want to play with it once before I put it away. But this is stunning, and I'm loving it. Now I was thinking, what do I want to do with it? And I thought I might hang it from, I've got a couple of trees in my garden, I might hang it from my tree just outside the studio. And I want it to blend in, I think. So I'm going to do like greens and whites. I've got a couple here. So I've got a green, my alcohol ink. I've got this metallic green. I don't even think I've used it yet. No, I haven't used it yet. Paste. I've got this like tealy, bluey green mica. It's just a cheap one, but I can't remember if it changes colour, but we'll find out. And then I've just got some white just to yeah, brighten any of them up that I want to. I think this is probably going to hold around 2 ounces, 60 mils, something like that. That's what I'm guessing. And I want to keep a bit of clear, and I want to do so I'm gonna have, I've got a couple of cups here. So I do reuse my cups. What I tend to do is I wash them out with a baby wipe, just how I clean these. So I just wash them out with a baby wipe, and then I spray with rubber and alcohol to take away the stickiness. I do the same with these, and I get an extra couple of uses out of them. So I'm all for saving as much money as I possibly can when it comes to using things like this. Now I'm actually now thinking, do I want 3 different colours or do we want 4, because I want to keep it clear. I want to see if I can get, see if there's like if we can get some sort of effect, but I'm not 100% sure. I think what I need to do is just make some up. I think for the sake of this I am just gonna do I don't know, right, let's do 2, because I can always just make some more up, can't we? So, oh Lord, do I want to make up, do you know what, let's make up 2.5. I'm just sort of, there we go, might be just a bit more than that. I should have really done this by weight, but never mind. Oh, look at that, it's right under the 1, so we're making up more or less 3 ounces, I'm afraid, for this, so just slightly under the 3 ounce mark. There we go. I'm going to grab a mixing tool, and then we're going to mix it up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this off. Now, no, let's stick with 3 colours. I think adding the 4 in, I think we're going to end up just, it's going to be too much. So I'm thinking I might take out that mica and we just use the pastes. So I am going to use the white just to, I just want this a little bit paler. So we'll pour clear pigment paste and alcohol ink in, and we'll see what happens, what effect. And then what I thought is when it's cured, I'm going to paint the birds black. So it's like a silhouette, either black or like a bronze or a gold. I think that might be nice. That would be, actually, you know what I've just thought? We could do that now with, I could get the UV resin, or I could paint on, right, do you know what, I'm thinking let's get some black mica out and let's colour the birds in. Oh, do I want gold? Oh my goodness, don't make your mind up. I think gold, actually. Looking at these, I think black might be a bit too much, so I'm going to go with gold, but I'm going to colour in where the birds are before we pour, because I think that will look beautiful. So yeah, that's what we're going to do, definitely. Right, okay, so I'm just mixing this up. Now what I think I'll do is we'll mix our colours first, because I want to run these through the vacuum chamber. Once these go in the vacuum chamber, then we'll colour in our little birds the gold. So I do have a lovely gold this one. It's a metallic pigment gold. I got it from Craft Box. Absolutely love it, but they don't do it anymore. But you can get gold micas from anywhere that are just stunning. So yeah, use what you have, guys. Okay, so just, I mean, you can see the amount of bubbles I'm putting in there. I'm putting a nice generous amount through, which is definitely not good, but thankfully, I mean, it's a bit different now because I do actually have the, you know, the vacuum chamber. But you can, what I would do if I didn't have the vacuum chamber, then I would have actually put these into a hot bath, or one of them into a hot bath. That helps limit the amount of bubbles, and then I would let it stand for 5 minutes, and just using my long neck lighter or my heat tool, I would just keep going in at it, and that helps get rid of quite a few of the bubbles as well. So I don't know how long I've been mixing this, but we'll mix it for another minute. Just so that we know we've definitely got all of that mixed in together. I should have got my electric whisk out because this is really hurting my arm, and the electric whisk as well mixer that I have doesn't seem to put as many bubbles in as what I seem to put in. So yeah, I need to stop saying that, Donna. So yeah, but that unfortunately it is it's just my accent and where I'm from, I'm afraid. I did have a comment, oh, must be over a year ago, about the fact that I say so. Yeah, can I stop saying it because it was Phil? Well, and it's always just sort of stayed with me, and I try not to, but unfortunately, yeah, unfortunately it is one of them things. We are who we are. So I've just done it again. Now that I've mentioned it, that's all I'm gonna it is filler. I will agree with that person, it is definitely filler. So I'm trying to fill up right, a bit of time. Okay, let's sort of split this up. I want to take about an ounce for each. I don't know why I do ounces, because we don't do ounces over here. So about 20 mils for each one is what we're looking at. Okay, right, there we go. So about that. Now we're going to get our paste and stuff. I also want my brush. I also want, I did have it here somewhere, this, just so I can get this off. Okay. Oh, and I'm just going to lay that down on there. I could have used that pigment actually, Dawn. I don't know. I'm just going to grab a wipe, because I don't want this pigment to go everywhere. It's a beautiful green. That's actually a lot nicer green than I was expecting, so quite pleased with that. Right, okay, we can just clean this off like so. I'm thinking I might not even need any of the white, but there you go. So I'm going to give this a really good mix. So if you are using pigment pastes, then do give it a really good mix up, just so that yeah, that pigment is all the way through. And I'm just literally, I've scraped everything off, so what's on here should be enough to colour that through. Yeah, I think gold is definitely the right thing, because this has got like a gold shimmer to it. It's beautiful colour, really beautiful colour. Now, do I want to add a little bit of white? I'm thinking so. I am thinking just a touch of white, not much. Do you know what? I'm going to use the end of this, give that a good stir, and that might be a bit too much. Probably about that. And I'm just going to wipe it on the side of my cup, just so I don't get what do you call it, paste everywhere. And then we can use our stirrer. I just want to lighten it just a touch. Okay, and then just bring that down. Yeah, that is gorgeous. Oh, we have a doggy. I bet she wants to be in here. Right, okay, so that one's done. And then in this one, I am going to pop this green alcohol ink, if I can open it. I can't open it. Oh, no. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was hard work. And then I'm just going to put, it's about maybe 6-7 drops in there. Okay, so we're just going to, and look at that. Oh, they go lovely together. I'm thinking it might be a bit too much, so I am going to grab some of my clear and just put a little bit more clear in, just to water that colour down just a touch. Yeah, much better. Oh, really liking that. Right, okay, let's get these through the vacuum chamber. I will pop you on, I won't pop you on speed up, but I'm just going to put music over the top, just because the vacuum chamber is quite loud. So, and these really need to go in. You've seen how many bubbles we've popped in. I mean, that is a stunning colour. They are gorgeous, I think. Oh, I hope we get like a nice effect. I don't know. We are just, everything is just sort of guesswork here. We are having a play, because that's what it's all about. I'm just cleaning my sticks off. Right, let's get it through the vacuum chamber and let's paint our birds gold. So enjoy, and I'll be back in a sec. We're back and ready to pour, which I'm super excited about. So we're going to start off with a bit of clear. So let's pop that down first. Okay, it's just a small amount. I'm just going to go all the way around. Oh, and we're going to make a mess, because as you know, guys, that is just what I do. Okay, now I'm going to alternate between the colours, and I'm going to try my hardest to yeah, not make a mess with this. So just like that, so there's one. Okay, and then I'm going to go with the next colour. And sorry about the noise, guys, that is my neighbours are out in the garden. So it is absolutely glorious, and yeah, I don't blame them for being out in the garden. Okay, and then this one, so just like this. Okay, right, and I'm going to do a bit more of this one, and we're actually just about nearly full. Just like that. Like I said, I don't have a clue of what's going to happen, if there's going to be any sort of reaction to this or not, but we can always try. So I'm just going to pop some clear in like this. Okay, and then like that. Can we put more in? Yes, we can. So I'm just going to finish off, I think, with this one. It's very deceiving because I thought we were about done. Now we are. That is definitely domed. So definitely domed. Right, I'm just going to clear up that edge. Just where, when I first did it, I got it everywhere. Okay, I'm not bothered about it being in the middle, I just want it away from that edge. Shouldn't really do this because this is when all of my clumsiness comes into it. Right, okay, so that is that done. We're going to leave this. I'm going to find something to pop these extras in because it looks like we've got extras, and we will come back to demold and I'll show you what I've done with the extra. Be 2 seconds. Okay, we are all set up and yeah, all done. I'm so looking forward to this. I did do lots of extras. We've got a little bear, a little butterfly, a succulent and some turtles. So they ended up being quite a lot of extra. I can't remember if I poured any of these on camera, but yeah. Oh, that looks lovely. That is lush. So this is just going to be a magnet. All I'm going to do is just trim down the back, pop a magnet on, and voila. Oh, that is gorgeous. I was thinking of putting a bit of maybe silver pen or something, but it's like got clear in it because I poured clear first and then I poured the 2 colours, and it's turned out beautifully. So that I'm going to turn into a little magnet. These will be little pendants or earrings. I think they're going to be pendants because I haven't got 2 the same. I do need to get rid of all the excess, but I think these are the best I've ever poured actually. There's, oh, we've got a bubble in one of his little arms there. He's fine on that one. Oh my goodness, they're all different shades as well. How gorgeous are those? So we do have 4 little turtles. I love that mould. I first saw it on Glitz and Glitter with Michelle, and I fell in love with it and found it on Amazon, and I was like, I need that mould. It is so cute and perfect for like little drips of resin as well. Okay, let's do our little succulent. This is also going to become a magnet, I think. Yeah. Oh, isn't that lovely? So give it a good trim on the back, and then just pop a magnet on. Not going to do much to it. The only other thing I was thinking that I could do to this one is, let me just grab a pink paint pen, is maybe add a bit of pink on the top, you know, like they do. Yeah, do you know what, I think that really, that works, that highlights that lovely. So while we're here, let me just I was thinking when I poured this I should have just mixed a bit of that clear pink and popped it in, but actually it probably wouldn't have turned out quite as nice. So what I've been doing as well when I've been painting on these, I just add like a clear varnish to them and it seems to work lovely. They're not hard wearing, but as this is going to be a magnet and not a keychain, I think we're fine. But yeah, that looks lovely. I really like that. And then we did a little bear. Oh my goodness, he is so cute. Oh, he is adorable. So we'll turn him into a keychain. So a couple of magnets, a couple of pendants and a keychain for our extras. So this is what I wanted to do. So it was part of the subscription box. So let's have a look at how this fares and how it looks, and if there's anything I want to do with it. Well, the gold has definitely turned out beautiful on it, so I'm pleased with that. Oh my goodness, look at how beautiful that is. Did get a couple of micro bubbles just along the edge, but nothing sort of major, which is brilliantly, well, which is brilliant. I don't know why I said brilliantly there. I'm just going to go around these edges because they are just slightly sharp. I mean, this is going to be in my garden. I'm going to hang it from my tree, so it's not going to really get handled, but that's not the point. The point is we don't want it sharp, because if anyone picks it up and they cut themselves, it's not a good idea, is it? So it is always good to trim your pieces. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to get around those little birdies, but we will have a look. So it's now just a matter of finishing everything up. I don't think I'm going to do much to this one. I think it is perfect as it is. We have got a lovely reaction in it. However, it's at the back and it's down the sides. I don't know if you can seeing that gorgeous reaction. Yeah, but it's not at the front, it's just down the sides, but that's fine. That's fine, we can live with that. Absolutely, I'm loving it. I think it is beautiful. So just getting these edges right, just need to do this bird. How can we do it so that we don't scratch anything, because we don't want to scratch. But I always use this. I don't know if I'm using it the right way, but I use it as if I'm peeling spuds. I feel like I've got control. So on it. Right, okay, there we go. So that's all. Now this did come with some string, so I'm going to grab some of this string. Okay, just making sure that we have enough. That will definitely be enough. Where's my scissors? Okay, so I'm just going to snip, and then we're just going to pop this through that hole, and then it'll just hang from a branch. How lovely is that? So I'm going to tie a knot at the bottom, like so. There we go. And then we're going to tie a knot up at the top as well, so that it can hang off a branch nice and easily. So there we go. So that is my little bird hanger. How beautiful is that? I love the green, and I think it'll look lovely in the garden, just hung off my plum tree. Yeah, I like that. Right, okay, let's finish these bits off. So what do I need? We need, so I need 3 small bales. Although, do I want to use bales or do we want to drill them in? I think bales. I want 2 magnets and a large bale, because I find the bales are a lot easier. Put that in my bin. Right, okay, let me go and grab all the bits that we need, and then we'll come back and we'll get these bits finished. Okay, everything is dried, so I've put some gems just across the top here and gave them a gem each for the eye, so that's ready to go in my tree. That is our little magnet. Oh Lord, that it's aluminium, it's not. Oh my goodness. I haven't got anything metal on my desk. Anyway, we've got two little magnets, so we do have, I mean, they can stick together. There we go. So we've got the little butterfly and we've got our succulent magnet. This just needs adding on. So this is our keychain. When I find the link. I didn't want to add it on while it was wet because then it'll fall off, but I've just added on a little unicorn, a flower, and then it's holding onto a lolly and a donut with a bow in the hair, so I thought that was cute. Now with the turtles, I changed my mind completely. I have turned these into little pin badges, so these are now ready to go, and they're little, just little tiny pin badges that you can pop on your bag, on your top, your coat, whatever you want, and on a lanyard. I know my daughter, she has all of her, let me just move my embellishment tray. She has all of her pin badges. I've got glue all over my hands, on her lanyard for college, so oh, they're just absolutely gorgeous. I was sort of going through the drawer and then I just saw my pin badges there and I thought, you know what, let's just do that. So that is it for today, guys. So that is another one of our pieces done from the subscription box. I am so chuffed with it. Hope you've enjoyed it here, seeing it all come together. I will be back again in another video for you guys very soon, but yeah, until then, happy crafting. Bye.